And my thing is I told him, I was like, I'm never going to market a product that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Like the 1,3, like the DMAA. I'm not. Like 1,3 dick is an actual thing. Like there's people out there that are like, oh, you know, I'm taking testosterone, but then like,
so you hear that
it don't work.
Seth can get it hard, okay? It's fine. Like you heard that publicly.
Come on, bro.
So, all right.
Welcome to Price Plow.
What's going on, Price Plow Nation? I'm back with Seth Feroce. So we've actually had you on here a couple of times, man. How are you?
2 times.
Yeah, 2 times. So the thing is, though, the first time we had you on here, you were at a different booth, bro. Like, here you are at Primeval. How's it going, man?
Wonderful. It's good people, man. The owner of this company is outstanding. It's like, you know, whenever I left Blackstone, I didn't have the intentions of like actually going to any company, kind of doing my own thing for a little bit. And like whenever I got hooked up with these guys, they sent me amino acids.
Yeah.
They sent me EA Max, and I'm like,
I think so.
who just sends like their aminos?
Right.
Like you didn't send me a pre-workout. You didn't send me like a post-workout. You didn't send me, there's no protein powder, like nothing that was like the eye catchers. And I'm like, amino acids. I'm like, all right. I took them out, put them on the counter. I was like, fuck these guys.
Right.
I was like, I'll send me amino acids. So then like after like 2 weeks go by and I do my morning cardio and I go over, I'm like, I'm gonna give the aminos a try, because I always take an amino like either during cardio or post cardio.
Okay, yeah.
And so I crack them open, it was orange sherbet, put it in a shaker bottle, put like 12 ounces of water, put a scoop in there, shook it up, took a drink, and I'm like, oh, these are really, really fucking good. Yeah. And I'm like, I drank them, I'm like, a little strong, so I put more water in it, shook it up, I'm drinking, I'm like, man, these are crazy good. Right. And I was like, and then later on I started feeling like better after my cardio, ate my meal, felt really full, and I'm like, man, those aren't that good. Is that they that good? Sure enough, took them a few more days, and I'm like, I gotta fucking call these guys now.
Dude. You know, I actually had the same experience. So Robert had brought over EAA Max. And you know, I'm thinking, first of all, EAAs, essential amino acids, are notoriously hard to flavor.
Oh my god!
Like incredibly, like they're usually,
you can taste the what is it? I think it's the leucine in every single one. It has a weird aftertaste.
It has such a strange aftertaste, and I'm like, okay, you know, here we go. I taste it, I'm like, what the fuck? This is like some sort of like candy or juice.
So
or
it's like squirty stuff. The squirty stuff you put, that's what it tastes like.
It is insane. So I've been saying this publicly on our channel, and we review all kinds of freaking supplements. I'm like, when it comes to amino acid products, Primeval is like the shit.
Bro, now like that's the thing. Like he sent me amino acids,
right?
And I'm like, what? I was like, what kind of dickhead sends amino acids? Like that's what like because everybody else is sending pre-workouts, all this,
right.
And like after I tasted them, I'm like, that's why he sent me amino acids, because he knew I was going to have that reaction. Crazy flavor, and then like I felt hydrated and fuller.
Right.
And I'm like, man, okay, so I got him on, and he's like, you like him on? I'm like, oh boy, this guy is a trip. And then that's whenever he started sending a couple other products, and they all had a crazy great flavor. There's no other company has these flavor profiles, and then the quality behind everything. They work. They do what they say they're going to do. Well,
which brings me to the next point, man, because one of the newest products here at Primeval that nobody will shut up on my YouTube channel about Mega-Pre. For fuck's sake, Mega-Pre is like all over the place. Like every time I talk about a pre-workout, it's like, yeah, but Mega-Pre. And so we did like an ingredient explainer. I actually personally haven't tried it yet, but the big shocker was like no stems. They decided to take no stems, and you made some statements on YouTube about that.
Yeah.
So what? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
So my thing is like I've never been a big like stem pre-workout guy. Even training with Hani, like the whole concept was blood flow. Right. You know, we want to try and get as much blood to flow to the area to stretch the muscle and grow it and round it off. And it was like blood flow is nutrient flow. The more nutrients you have in your blood, and the more blood you have flowing, the more nutrients that can flow to that area and grow. Now, like it comes into play, like can you use lightweight or heavyweight? Well, you got to find different ways to push blood via training styles.
Right.
So whenever like the Mega-Pre came onto the table, you know, Anthony's like, I want to have the best pre-workout non-stem thing we can have on the market. I'm like, all right. Like, let's start dabbling with it. So it's not only like we wanted to have the vasodilator, but like glycerol powder's big. So they use the glycerol powder, and so once you open up once you have a vasodilator, we want to be able to take all the water, pull water to it, so that you get an even bigger pump.
Right.
So not only is it a vasodilator, it's also helping drive everything into that muscle group that you're working.
Right, and at 2 scoops, that is like, when it comes to pumps, I mean, it is loaded. Yeah.
Bro, it's, and it's like the neurotropics in it, that plays another big role because pump, power, focus.
Right, right.
We wanted to make sure that you were able to get a great pump, number one. The power, everybody wants to be strong during a workout, but we don't want to use stims, so we want to make sure that you're able to have sustained workout.
Sure.
And then the focus. That's the thing that trips everybody out, is you want to be able to zone in the fuck in.
Right.
And so that's what was the goal, and that's what, you know, and anybody that, Anthony doesn't like to be publicized, but dude, he is a perfectionist.
Yeah, well,
really great to work with.
I'm going to say this publicly with Seth next to me. When he made the video, when you were talking about the stems, and you like went out and you were like, you're going to have a limp dick. You're not going to be able to, like, it's going to be crazy.
Everybody knows 1-3 dick.
Yeah, right.
Everybody knows.
So, yeah, he went hard at it, right? And I'm sitting back going, oh shit, like Primeval's got, I know Primeval's taking this stance to like no stems in here. I know Seth's taking a big stance on stems. I don't know that this is going to work. I don't know if the consumers are going to, not that it wouldn't be an effective supplement, but like, are consumers going to adopt a stem-free product? And look, I'm sitting here telling you, I was wrong, guys. Like, Primeval has made a statement with selling the shit out of a stem-free product, and you know, you guys were right. You know, I was skeptical, but I will eat that.
Well,
yeah, I will fucking
yeah. You gotta eat your own words sometimes. It's okay, but the thing is, it's like, I'm not saying that like the stimulant products don't have their place.
Right.
Like ape shit, love it. But the thing is, it's like I like to use it sparingly so that like whenever I do take it, kicks me in the ass, and I can like on a deadlift day or a squat day, it's great.
Yeah.
But if that day is to be a bodybuilder, round off, look better, look good naked, as I like to put it, this is a program that should be a supplement that should be used in your program.
So what do you think about the EA Max Energy? Kind of more like an energy drink. Like, is that something you'll take like during the day at all? Okay.
So my thing is like throughout my day, one of the things I'm going to start doing on my YouTube channel coming up is like showing like my day, my grind. You know, I have a wonderful life, it's great, but I want to show you my grind. And usually at like, wake up at like 5 or 6 a.m., do my cardio, get my kids ready for school, yada, yada, yada. Bro, I start hitting a wall 12, 1 o'clock.
Right.
So I'm like, I love coffee. So do I feel like taking 200 milligrams of caffeine to the face? Or could I do like a half a scoop or a whole scoop of EA Energy?
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's kind of like what I'm in the mood for.
Sure.
But like everything has its place. I know one thing that I do see a lot of people doing is they'll do the EA Energy with Megapre.
That's actually pretty sweet, man. I didn't even think about that. Now, granted, you're going to be buying 2 products, but if you could afford that, like, that's a sweet ass combo, dude.
And you know, and this is,
you got the hydro pump, like with the pumps, and you're applying the essential amino acids to shuttle to them. Like, I like that. Hey, man, make that one product, Anthony. if you're where are you at, Anthony?
One more, Anthony. Let's do another one. Yeah. But it's and in a program like you know, people ask me like, I can buy 2 supplements this month. What should I buy? And it's like, all right, what are your goals? Send them a message. Hey, DM me back this. I'm like, go with Intracell and Megapre.
Yeah,
or go with, you know, and that's their carbohydrate. So it's there's so many products and there's so many other companies out there. But when you ask me personally, this was a company that, I mean, I designed a product and it's phenomenal. I get to be a part of everything. It's outstanding. So,
well, I think it speaks volumes that you know, you could be anywhere and you're here at Primeval, and we have seen nothing but like the evolution of Primeval, as I call it. Like, it's like they're changing the game. You know, the labels are different now. We're seeing like the stem-free. It's like they're going a different direction than I think when it started, and it's an awesome direction. You know, like it's amazing.
And that's the thing about this industry and the fitness. It's an ever-evolving thing because, and like I said, they still sell ape shit, which is a great stem. Everything has its place.
Yeah.
And my thing is I told him, I was like, I'm never going to market a product that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Like the 1-3, like DMAA. I'm not. Like 1-3 dick is an actual thing, right? And there's people out there that are like, oh, you know, I'm taking testosterone, but then like,
so you hear that
YouTube
don't
work.
Seth can get it hard, okay? It's fine. Like you heard that publicly.
Come on, bro.
So all right. So final thing, and this is something I feel like should have happened already. Like, be honest. Is there going to be a Seth Feroce coffee?
Oh, yeah, at some point for sure. I'm way too big of a coffee fiend not to.
I feel like there should be a coffee blend. That'd be badass. Well, thanks for talking with us, man. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
Welcome to Price Plow.